There I am. Click the wrong button. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. What is happening today? Welcome to my what I call Live 365. We're doing it every day in 2025 and having a ball with it, talking about all kinds of different things: business, personal development, business development, general stuff, life, whatever you got. Whatever you got. Trying to come with some different stuff. Today is day 5 in our series on performance habits. So we're all over that like a cheap suit. And we'll go live on Instagram here, get things dialed in. Yeah, Matt Blood, happy Friday. Happy Friday. So as I always do, I post a few links in there. I'm going to start by sharing, just trying to help her out. Bailey is doing a social media business called 21 Digital. So she texted me yesterday, got another one, Dad. So I'm really excited for her and trying to support her in her quest to get to a certain income level, if you will. So if you know people that are struggling with their social media, reach out to her. So I do like to share a few links and support people that have supported me. Another one of those people that have supported me is Tyler Kirk from Legacy Media, and I'm super excited to be working with him. He is working on my website and kind of a soft rebrand, I guess, and getting my stuff going in the right direction. So I just shared a link to his Legacy Media Instagram page. So check him out. He's a straight savage when it comes to doing this kind of stuff, and happy to have him on my team. So anyway, I'll pop a couple others in. And don't forget to check out Bubba Hogan, the Mid-South Pond dude. He just joined us. Good morning, brother. Happy to see you. I hope you're traveling back and being safe, getting back from North Carolina and the work that you guys did there this week. So how are you guys doing? Scale of 1 to 10. Pop it in the chat. Friday, 79 on the sleep score. Watch out. I'm coming. Coffee number 3. The weight's coming off. Imagine that. Eat less, exercise more, get some sleep. Who knew? Crazy, crazy. So, yeah, it's funny when you just start really, really prioritizing something, how well you can do with it. So, but I did promise Wendy I'm not going to jump on the scale until May 1st. And she said today, have you tried to? Have you thought about it? I said, no. She goes, good. I hid the scale. I said, good. I didn't even know you did that. So Wendy's here and checking in. What are you today? Roy Dahl is she says morning team. Give me a 1 through 10. Roy, how you doing, buddy? You having a good day? Jason Rector, good to see you. Jason was on our Edge Live community call last night. We were giving him a hard time, and he was taking it well, giving it back to me as usual. So good to see you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Jason has a building company and is a custom home builder in Ocala, Florida. So check him out, Jason Rector Construction. Roy Dahl's on 9.9. Yeah. You guys pop your websites in here if you want. Just hook them on so people can see what you do. Cut and paste and pop them in here so people can stay connected. If you got a business and you want to get it out to people, please post it here. Happy to share the platform, so to speak. Another guy that's helped me a lot recently and been a big part of my coaching development and given me opportunities to get in the right rooms is Steve Rosenberg. And I just posted his link in the chat. So check him out. I think I did anyway. It should have gone. See if it goes, see if it pops up. If it doesn't, I'll pop it in again. But I'll be down in Houston. Actually, Wendy and I will be down in Houston May 18, 19, 20, in that range for his 2-day ground school event. So Lisa says you might need the third coffee this morning if you didn't have one last night at 7:30 p.m. Come on, Ma. Ma. Oh, shoot. I knew you'd show up this morning just to give me a jab in the ribs. We love you, though. Jason Rector posted his. Lisa, put your Train Your Inner Athlete link in there if you would. Lisa leads group fitness classes in Westbrook, Maine, out of the community center. Been doing it a long time, has a great following, great group of people in there. So if you're local and you're looking to get somewhere where you can get better, get stronger, get fit, deal with any kind of injury recovery, any kind of that, Lisa is well-versed in that and has quite a resume. So anyway, check her out. So also, guys, I had a great great podcast yesterday with a guy named Brian Edwards. And I met Brian in our Ben Newman community, and he is a straight baller. He has a building company in the Nashville area, but he also went through the Coach to Coaches program with me with Ben Newman's group. So we had we didn't even get to all the things that we wanted to talk about. So anyway, I just popped that podcast up this morning. Check that out. That's a great listen, and he talks a lot about just being able to take that first step and get going. And he has a kind of a mantra is to never go back to where he was before he lost some weight. So good story, good stuff. Yeah, guys, post your links. Luke McGee is here. Good to see you. Everybody's here this morning. Post how are you doing on the scale of 1 to 10. Hey, went out for a walk yesterday, and sometimes I'll listen to a podcast. Sometimes I'll give Dave Brackett a call, and I ended up chatting with my dad for a bit. But I was listening while I was out there. I was listening to Ed Milet's most recent podcast, or the one yesterday, and it was called Why Some People Succeed and Some People Don't. I'm just trying to copy this and get it in here for you guys. And it was great. And it talked about reps. And it made me think about how you, Bill Walkenfuss is here checking in at a 9. Good to see you. Copy link. I'm going to put the Ed Milet one in here. I'm hammering you guys with some links this morning because I had a lot I wanted to share. Popping that in and check that out because it talks about reps. And I won't spoil it for you, but I'll share this. He talked about Steph Curry, best, arguably, well, not even arguably, the best shooter in the history of the NBA, and how he still takes 500 shots every single day, and he's Steph Curry. So it's if you're thinking that you're not developed or you want to continue to develop, or even if you're at the top of the game, your game, these guys are still out doing reps. Michael Jordan was doing the reps, Kobe Bryant was doing the reps, Tiger Woods was hitting 1,000 golf balls a day when he was Tiger Woods. So that's the sentiment from that podcast. I wanted to share that with you, and just check that out today. It's a great listen. Sometimes I'll go in spurts with listening to podcasts, but yesterday I do enjoy Ed and the stuff that he brings to the table. Good morning, touring man. It's about time. Good to see you. Bill Walkenfuss checked in with his website, Vermont Renovation and Remodeling. Bill's a great guy. So if you know somebody in Vermont that could use some remodeling, building services, Bill is your man. So anyway, guys, enough of that, right? Jeez, I got to get some paid sponsors. Oh, man. It's good stuff. I just like sharing what people are doing, how they're doing. And I've got it just helps. I mean, it just come from a place of service and giving, right? And I want to thank Steve Rosenberg for mentioning to the guys on the Tradesman Experience podcast for saying, hey, you should get Bob Turner on your podcast. We're going to do that next Friday, I think. And I can't thank those guys enough. I'm looking forward to that. So check that podcast out too. If you guys are in the trades or just in business in general, they got it going on. So that's going to be a fun conversation next week. I don't know when it'll get posted out. Roy Dahl just posted his website, aqualandscapes.com. So check him out. And guys, these are good websites too. These aren't junk that these guys are posting. A lot of them have been very, very well done. And these guys have spent a lot of money on them. So check them out, share them out, post stuff in the Summit Free Facebook group, and just get active with the community. If you're in our Edge Live community, post in there on the daily. Lisa Petroselli is posting in there all the time, and we're appreciative of that. So, yeah, Wendy just put in the Summit podcast link as well for, I think, the general podcast. So you guys check it out. All of that stuff lives on YouTube, and I know when I say YouTube, Wendy will be digging for the YouTube link as well. 257 subscribers now. How can I get to 260? That's only 3 more. So, guys, I appreciate it. I hope you share it. Today, I want to talk about discipline over motivation, okay? And when I think about discipline, I'm like, well, for me lately, just struggling to get some weight off, I'm like, well, I haven't been very disciplined. And then the other side of me says, well, you've gone live 113 or so days in a row. That's discipline, right? And really shaping some habits on the daily is discipline. But I want to talk today about how to stay consistent when you don't feel like it, because sometimes we just don't. And although it's hard for me to think of a day I didn't want to come down and do this in 112, 13 days, whatever it was, there's probably been a couple. Yeah, it's probably been a couple. So We just show up because it's what we're doing. You know, I talk to guys like Matt Blood, and when he's at the gym, he's like, this is just what I do now. This is just who I am. And one of the things that you'll hear in my podcast with Brian Edwards, when you listen to it, is that once he got about 50 pounds off, he just said, I'm never going back. I'm never going back to that person. So, and same with Matt. Matt's like, this is who I am now. Nick Salmon, same thing. Got to a certain level, never going back. Yeah, Bubba says money, motivation gets you going. Motion activate the discipline to get it done. Yeah, you'll notice that Bubba's in the gym every day, fighting his way back. Bubba had made great progress and then injured his back, and he's been fighting for the last year to get back to where he was. So once he gets there, and he's not far off, watch out. The sky's the limit, right? So, guys, motivation is fleeting. Discipline, the discipline is the foundation, okay? Discipline is foundational. High performers don't wait until they feel like it. They execute anyway. They've either built the systems or set the ball in motion, whatever it is. They have the routines, and they carry them through when the feelings fade, right? That's what, hey, you can get charged up. You know, I like a good walk-up song, AC/DC, a little Judas Priest, get things fired up. When we used to bike a lot inside, we would crank the music, and I love a little audio ambition. But when the sound fades and it's just you and the mat, or you and the bike or the ball or whatever, or the weights, it's the discipline that's going to get you through. Because if you only work when you're motivated, you're going to lose to someone who's disciplined. 100% of the time, there's somebody out there grinding away, being disciplined. My friend Mike Foley, that owns Foley's Fitness in Scarborough, Maine, says, what you do in private shows in public. And he's right. I always remember that quote. So motivation's a mood. Discipline is a decision. So today's about the habit that fuels the other habits, all right? The one that shows up even when you don't want to. There's a quote here. I don't know who to credit it with. You will never always be motivated, so you must learn to be disciplined. I don't know who said that. A guy named Unknown. Ben Sinclair, almost time to get the mountain bikes out. Yes, Ben, we were on the fat bike the other day on the Eastern Trail, and we were about halfway through, and I'm like, why didn't I ride my mountain bike? That has shocks. So, yeah, for sure. We'll have to get out. I told Ryan Brown the other day I want to get on the bike, so that's going to be a lot of fun. So best motivation is driving a motorcycle. Touring Man says, yeah, he's got the life, that dude. I don't know where he is going, but he's going somewhere every day. Ironman training, discipline, absolutely. 100%, Dave. Okay. So there's a myth to motivation, right? Motivation is temporary based on emotion. Okay. Here's the myth. It's unreliable for long-term goals. Waiting for motivation equal inconsistent execution. Discipline is what keeps motivation and momentum alive after the hype dies. High performers don't rely on feeling ready. They rely on structure, systems, and standards. Okay? Structure, systems, and standards. They're doing the thing. It's kind of an identity shift. Yeah, needed a lot of discipline to do Ironman. That's 100% right, Dave, and welcome. It's not about forcing yourself. You know, I hate this. Misery loves company, right? We got to do it, right? It's becoming someone who just does what they said they're going to do. Just do what they say they're going to do, period. Discipline becomes easier when you start seeing yourself as the kind of person who shows up no matter what. Hey, you got a 4-miler to do and it's raining. You're going to do the 4-miler. You're not like, we'll wait a couple hours to see what happens. And you know, when you're the kind of person that actually is the kind of hopes it rains and hopes there's a little adversity, because that just sets you apart from the other people. Or you're the person that's out there at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning running by people's houses and they're all dark. And you're like, I'll get a leg. It's just a mind game that I've played. I'm getting a leg up on that person. That guy's still sleeping. He's still cuddled up. I'm running by his house. So, yeah, some sayings. Some things you might say to yourself. I'm the kind of person who works out whether it's convenient or not. I'm the type of leader who keeps promises to others and myself. Boom. Yeah, love it. Steve Perry is here. Discipline is all about you. What you put in is what you get in return. Nothing ever comes easy or is given to you. Yeah, I love it when my high school friends pop on here. Steve Perry and I pitched and caught a lot of baseball games together. My hand still hurts. My hand still hurts. Damn. And I still have the catcher's mitt, my friend. So, a couple of things. How do we do this? How to build discipline daily, even when you don't feel like it. And if you're in a rut, maybe this will help get you out. Lower the barrier to entry. Hey, if you got a workout plan and just not feeling it, maybe you just do 10 push-ups and not that hour-long workout. Maybe you just check the box. You guys that have done 75 hard, you know what I'm talking about. Some days it's just not there, but you get something in. Maybe you write one paragraph, not a chapter. You know, maybe you journal one page instead of two. Just make it easier to start. I used to do the 10-minute rule. If I didn't feel like going for my run, I'd go for 10 minutes. And then I was committed. 9 times out of 10, I would continue. But if I turned around, I knew at least it was going to be a 20-minute workout. Okay? And Mel Robbins, I think, had that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 strategy, that 5-second rule. Interrupt hesitation and just launch into action. I'm doing this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, make the phone call. I got to call that guy. It's going to be an uncomfortable conversation. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom, make it happen. Focus on the reps, not the results. How about that one? Don't chase perfection. Chase consistency. Stack wins, stack daily wins, and let the scoreboard catch up. Just keep stacking. Just keep stacking. I often say that I'm going to be a 10-year overnight success. Might take 20. And lastly, set discipline reminders tied to your bigger vision. This workout builds the energy I need to lead my team. I'm getting my workout in today so that I'll be a better leader. This post builds the audience I need to scale my business. This live video on Friday, shared out to the right people, gets me more exposure and helps build the community. Wow. Hope that wasn't lost on you. So go ahead and build a no matter what habit, right? Pick one small non-negotiable action that you will do daily for the next 5 days. I'll give you a second to think about that. Here's some examples. A 10-minute walk, 10 minutes of writing, drink 100 ounces of water, and go to the bathroom every 7 minutes. 100 ounces of water. You 75 hard, you can take your water thing. Stuff it. How about just setting a daily alarm or reminder? Hey, it's time for my walk. Here's what I'm doing today. Tell someone else about it or post it publicly for accountability. Wendy has a private Facebook group where she's elevating women and empowering women and doing some things. And I know she won't mind me sharing this, but she vacillated over doing her first live video for months. And yesterday, finally, she posted in the group and said, I'm going live at 6. And then she made the mistake of doing it 3 hours early. So she paced around for 3 hours, finally did it. Super proud of her. But she posted it publicly for accountability. She told someone about it. And when she says she's going to do something, she does it. And she did it. And she had some laughs about it. And now she has that first one behind her. So I'll challenge you to comment in the thread. So my no matter what habit is blank. What's your no matter what habit? What's the thing that you're going to do for the next 5 days, 5 to 7 days in a row, no matter what? It's Friday, guys. We're kicking ass, taking names. Andrea Gooch is here. Said she did a great job last night. Yeah, I'm sure she did. Private doubles top secret group. Matt Blood says the one thing I never gave up from 75 hard, 1 gallon of water a day, every day. You're a better man than I. I don't know. Oh, yeah, you get used to it. I'll drop a little salt in there. Nope. Can't even get through a 1-hour Zoom call. Yeah. Jason Rector, not to talk negatively about myself or anyone else. Tough to do. Yeah, it is tough. Reading every morning, Mark Bunker says. So Jason's going to not talk negatively about himself. Andrea Gooch is going to walk daily. Get more specific. How far? How much time? Yeah, get a little more specific. Make that a SMART goal. Dave Brackett says, rain or shine, because race day may be a downpour. That's right. It was one of my favorite sayings to Dave when we'd be out there in the shit weather training. I'm like, it might be like this on race day. It might be like this on race day, and we're going to be ready. So yeah, discipline is doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. Discipline is doing what needs to be done, especially when you don't feel like it. Period. Do I win every day at that? Hell no. Hell no. But when you're no longer negotiating with yourself, everything changes. When it's just what you do, when the gym clothes are laid out at the end of the bed or on the table, ready to go. When your bag is packed, when your lunch is ready. I always found, especially when we were training for Ironman, that if I had everything I was going to eat that day on the job site in my cooler, I had it dicked, right? Come out of the cooler, yeah, the wheels would come flying off the buggy. In other words, stop and get something different. It was all over. So I knew if I just stayed in my cooler all day. So I set that boundary. Nothing I'm going to eat today is going to come from anywhere other than in this cooler. And it worked. So Matt Blood, I think, said reading every day. I need that back in the routine. Andrea, there you go. 30 minutes a day of walking. I like it. Bubba says, just laugh at yourself in those small shirts. I think he's talking to Rector. Oh, Jason, cat's out of the bag. Josh Baker says, journal and reflect. Yeah, absolutely. So a little bit more discipline, guys. Where can you sprinkle it into your life? Just sprinkle it in anywhere. Doesn't have to be every across every discipline, right? Jason says, more specifically, don't say I'm tired. I think he said I'm tired. Yeah. That and journal is a key for me, Matt. Yeah, for sure. Mark says. So yeah, guys, what do you struggle with when you're feeling not disciplined? What knocks you off track? Take a look at those things. Is there an environment that kind of compromises your discipline? You know, if you're trying not to drink socially, maybe you don't go out for a bit, you know, or maybe you just decide that's not what I do. Yeah, it's not what I'm doing right now. Might see your friend group change a little bit. Yeah, guys, was this helpful? Pop a fist pump in the chat if it was. Please share it out. I'd love it if you could share it. Check out the links that I've put in the chat. I don't think I missed one. I don't know. Hopefully I think I got them all. And the ones I missed, I believe Wendy popped in there for me. So thank you. So tomorrow we're going to dig deep into the recovery game. We're going to talk about recovery because rest is a weapon. I'm starting to win this game finally. So high performers know when to push and when to pull back. So starting to win the rest game. And you guys are going to notice a difference because if you thought I was intense before and upbeat and ready to rock and roll, there's another level. Everybody's, oh, shit. Yeah, if it wasn't helpful, do it anyway, Bubba says. Yeah. Show me some fire, a fist pump. Yeah, exactly. Who's going to share this today? I'll wait. Michael Herron is here. Good to see you. Michael, what time zone are you in? Can't remember. Yeah, you guys that are on the West Coast, when you get up at 5 to see this, I appreciate it. Yeah, Bunker says he's going to share it. Great. Thank you. And guys, go back through the chat after. Check out some of these websites that we've popped on here. Check out that podcast by Ed Milet. Check out the Summit podcast, particularly the one I did with Brian Edwards yesterday. It's a fantastic conversation. I'm going to have to bring him back on so we can talk about all the other stuff. We barely even scratched the surface. Ed Milet had some great stuff yesterday. I love listening to that. Hit up the Steve Rosenberg group. Okay, check that out. Wendy and I will be there in late May, third week of May. Checking that out. So there with Steve, I'm actually going to do a little speaking there, which is great. And make me a popular dad and follow Bailey's Instagram, which is 21 Digital. That's in here as well. If you're struggling with social media, hit her up. She's got some goals. She wants to get there. Or if you know somebody that social media game is just terrible, they don't mind shooting content and they have decent stuff, but they post, every 6 weeks. Send that link along. So yeah, the Bunkers will be joining us in Houston on May 18, 19, 20, 21, something right in that range. So yeah. And Steve does a 2-day takeoff event every Every month. It's monthly. So go to that Steve Rosenberg thing. Check that out. Check that site out. It's 2 days of him just opening up a fire hose of business knowledge and sales and systems and all things business, and also discipline and mindset and lifestyle, all of that. So yeah, Mark, yeah, Bubba, that news is hot off the press. So I'm switching some flights around and we'll be in early. So we're going to get to hang out and go over some stuff and get on the same page as a team, which is awesome. So anyway, guys, it's Friday. Super pumped. Got some coaching calls today. Shooting a podcast with Richard Nordheim from Enhanced Renovations down there in North Carolina, and he's helping us out on Steve Rosenberg's team as well. So Richard's a great dude, and he and I and Bubba are excited to be working with Steve and helping him out with his stuff, helping him build his company, and he's helping us build ours. So Jason says Bailey does great work with social. Check it out. It's funny. I saw I chatted with her yesterday. I said, "For God's sakes, will you do more reels? You're really good at it. Every time I see your reel, I'm like, how the hell does she do that? I'm over here. Check out my podcast." She's got this good stuff that's all professional. So you guys probably asking yourself, why don't you have her do your shit? I will at some point. She gives me hell all the time. Dad, you post too early in the morning. I'm like, that's I'm up. That's when I'm up. So yeah. And Bubba with the daily comment that I can't read out loud. So anyway, if you don't come back tomorrow, stop by just to hang out in the chat. It's a good time, as Matt Blood says. He posted yesterday, hey, if you don't like the video, just come and have a good time in the chat. So I think I saw Rachel here. Yeah, good to see you. Not sure if I called you out yet. But, guys, if you're on here, thank you. If I haven't called your name and said hello, good morning. Thank you for being here. I was talking to my dad yesterday, and sometimes he's on, sometimes he's not. But I said, geez, sometimes I don't see the name come up that you're on. And then you comment at the end, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even know you were there. So I would have said hello. So, Dad, if you're watching, good morning. He's up to camp enjoying life. So that's good to see. So anyway, guys, have a great day today. Throw down some discipline. Post back in the chat if you accomplish what you said you're going to accomplish. For instance, Andrea Gooch, when you walk that 30 minutes, pop it in there. Bunker, when you do your thing. Rector, when you do your thing. Rector, when you've gone through the whole day without being negative, no negative self-talk, post it in here, okay? Check out the links. Have a good time with it. Yeah, Rachel, I'm here. Matt says, am I wrong? No, you're not. Good times, guys. Let's go shred the day. Have a great time. Pick somebody else up. Make somebody else's day. You guys have the ability to do that. That's why we're here. All right. And if you like this, like I said, well, even if you don't, please share it. Okay, guys, I'm out. Have a great day. See you later.